Hey, what's up YouTube? Houston here. Look, if you're serious about fixing your credit this year, I want you to put in some fire emojis, okay? And I want you to type in credit repair 2023, okay? Because this video, I'm going to break down the fastest way for you to fix your personal credit without credit repair, okay? And the thing about it is, because of the government, he's making it easier for people to invest in real estate, especially getting your first home or whatever. The thing about it is, for most people, they don't know how to remove negative items off of their credit and stuff. So I'm going to share a little secret with you. It's only a temporary fix, but it's going to help you boost up your credit score so that you may be possible to get some funding to get into the real estate market, all right? Now, the first way for you to fix your credit report without credit repair is, if you're with financial institutions, you may want to ask them for a credit line increase, okay? And I recently made a video that you can check out that actually explained about getting a credit line increase. And a lot of them, with a lot of the lenders, you can get a credit line increase without a hard pull on the credit, okay? But here's the reason why you want that credit line increase, okay? Because with that credit line increase, your utilization goes down, okay? So that means your debt to income ratio goes down, all right? And so by that going down, your credit score jumps up, all right? And that possibly puts you in a better position to get access to more funding, all right? So that's the first one. The second one is paying down your credit card debt. Now, I know people are like, well, man, I can't pay down my credit card debt. Well, I'm going to show you how, okay? This is how you should pay down your credit card debt. It's the beginning of the year. If you work in a job, you can approach your HR department and ask them to allow you to file exempt, okay, for at least 3 to 4 months. That's going to give you an income boost because you're not taking taxes out of your check and stuff. And you use that money to help pay down your credit card debt. Plus, it's tax season. So with tax season, this is the strategy I would do. I would set my accounts up from smallest to largest, okay? And I would pay down, focus on the revolving accounts, okay? Your credit cards, I would focus on those, set them up from smallest to largest, all right? Now, here's another thing that I would do since it's tax season. When you get your taxes, and this is very important, what I would do, I would sit down and I would look at my bills, especially if you have like utility bills and stuff like that, cell phone, car insurance, gas bill, light bill. All right, I would sit down and I would write those bills down. And then I would call those companies and I would look at, especially your utility company like water bill, gas bill, light bill. I would call them up and see how much did I spend last year on utilities. All right. And then what I would do, I would take that number and I would add maybe $100 or extra $100 to it and take that money from my income taxes and pay the bill off for a whole year. The reason you want to do this is going to free you up some time as well as money to where you're able to use that money to start paying down more of your credit card debt, as well as possibly creating a savings plan for you, okay? But the second way is definitely paying down your debt. Now, paying down your debt is better if you're able to pay it off. Now, if you pay it off, do not close out the accounts. Don't do that. Don't close out the accounts. What you want to do is keep the accounts open, because if you close them out, you don't want to kill the history of the credit file. So that's the reason. Even if you had a small credit card, say from Progressive or something like that, and it was for $500, but you had the credit card for over 2 years, you want to pay it off, but you don't want to close it out, because if you do, it can hurt your credit score. So that's the reason you don't want to close out the account. And if I'm explaining this, can I get some fire emojis below? Because I'm really here to help you in 2023. And if you have questions, you know what to do. You can hit the link in the description, schedule a one-on-one consultation. Moving forward, okay? Oh, let me go back one more thing about paying down the debt and understanding. not only paying down the debt is going to help your debt to income ratio, but what it does is put you in a better position to where when your credit score goes up, now you want to transition from the personal credit cards over to the business credit cards. All right, and I always make a lot of videos talking about starting your own business, or even if you don't have a business, very easy to get a business credit card. Okay, but the thing about it, you want to start transitioning over to the business credit cards in case you want to decide you want to get into the stock market or real estate investing or starting your own e-commerce type of business or whatever. So that's the reason that you want it. Now, the third way is adding AUs. Okay, being able to fix your credit without doing the credit repair is adding AUs. Now, again, adding AUs, the maximum you want to do is maybe 2 to 3. I would try to keep it at 2, as I always tell you, because when you have too many authorized users on the file, what it does, it can flag the file. Now, here's another thing you have to understand about adding authorized users. With your FICO 8 credit score, authorized users are not recognized. It's only with your FICO 9 credit score. Okay? Now, I know some of you may be confused about that, but if you click the link in the description, you can get access to your real FICO score, and it's going to give you your mortgage score, your credit card score, your car score, your personal loan score. So it's going to give you different scoring models. All right, so your FICO 8, your FICO 9, your FICO 10, your mortgage scores, which is your 2, 3, 5. Those are your scores, mortgage scores and stuff, especially if you're trying to get into a home. So you do need to know those scores, all right? And also those mortgage scores, a lot of lenders, they use those as well to determine if they're going to give you a credit card, all right? Now, that being said, the next strategy in terms of boost up your credit score without doing the credit repair is to dispute negative items. This is very important. Dispute negative items through Credit Karma. This is one of the biggest secrets that many people are not even aware. Now, you have to understand, Credit Karma, when you dispute negative items, they immediately start reporting, okay? And so what happens within the 48, 72 hours, your credit score jumps. Now, here's the tricky part about it. It's going to influence your Vantage score. It's not going to affect your FICO score. Any updates that's dealing with your FICO score, it usually takes 25 to 30 days for an influence on the FICO score. But on your Vantage score, it's going to influence it right away. Now, with the new FHA laws and stuff, a Vantage 4 scoring system is for to get a mortgage, okay? Then they're using the FICO 10T trending to help get a mortgage. Like I said, for those of you that's trying to get into real estate and trying to get a boost in your credit score right away without the credit repair, these are some of the things that you need to do. Now, this last one, it doesn't impact the credit as much, but by you freezing your credit file, you can get about another 10 to 15 points out of your credit file, because then you don't have all of these lenders pulling your information, nor do you have the credit bureaus selling your information. That's the reason why, that's the number one reason why you want to stop want to try to do something about fixing your credit. Because with the credit bureaus, the worse your credit file is, the more money they make off of you. That's the reality of it. They sell your medical information, they sell your credit information. So if you're in a bad situation with your credit score, then they're the ones that's making money off you, because they're selling it to different lenders and stuff that are predicating on the community, and you're not knowing it. It's a difference if you voluntarily apply for a loan, okay? You're aware that you're voluntarily applying for it. But when a credit bureau is selling your information and you're not aware of it, and they have a financial gain in it, then that's a different situation, okay? Now, let me digress on one more thing. Let me explain to you about Credit Karma. Credit Karma is a lead generation engine. Okay, and so what that means is that your Vantage score, the reason your Vantage score stays high and why they keep on pushing the Vantage score and saying, oh, you qualify for this card or whatever, and then when you apply for the card you get denied, is because, all right, they get anywhere from $25 up to $125 a lead. They are not doing you a favor, okay? Because again, I told you with Vantage score, scories could differentiate from 50 to 80 points. Okay, from 50 to 80 points. So that's the reason I tell you to get your real credit score. Click the link in the description. Get your real credit score so you can know and you'll be able to see the difference. Even with the banks, they give you a Vantage TransUnion score, but they pull like American Express, Bank of America, Chase. They're pulling FICO 8 scores. That's what they rely on. They're not relying on a Vantage score. Okay, so this is Houston with three-way funding. I just wanted to make this video, bring it to your attention. Hey, this is probably some of the best ways for you to increase your credit score without doing credit repair. And if you have questions about removing negative items off of your credit, or you're trying to get access to personal credit funding and business credit funding, click the link in the description. Thank you.